I still remember the way they looked at me like I was a fool. The way Mom's eyes squinted, her voice dripping with disdain every time I dared to say I wanted to be a painter. Tad chuckled, a dismissive shake of his head, muttering, "That's not a real career," as if I'd told him I was planning to chase fairy tales. My older brother sneered, "You're wasting your life with that nonsense. Hope you like living under a bridge someday." Their words cut deeper than any physical blow, carving scars of doubt into my heart. From the moment I could hold a brush, I was obsessed. My world was color and canvas, not dollar signs or stock options. But the moment I dared to share my dreams with my family, the floodgates of mockery opened wide. They told me I was an embarrassment, an artist's dream destined to fail, a fool clinging to a fantasy that would only bring shame. I was told I'd never be good enough, that I should forget about art and learn something useful, like a real job. Their words became chains, but inside me a flicker refused to die out. It whispered, quietly but insistently, that I was made for more, something beyond their small-minded expectations. So I left, packed my bags, and dedicated myself to the relentless pursuit of my craft. Every rejection letter, every failed exhibition, every critic's harsh review was a blow I absorbed and transformed into fuel. I worked tirelessly, sacrificing comfort, stability, and sometimes even hope, all for the chance to prove them wrong. Years blurred by. I poured my soul into every piece, transforming self-doubt into vivid creations that spoke more truth than words ever could. I entered national competitions, sometimes winning, often not, but I refused to give up. Slowly, my work gained recognition. Then, one day, I secured a gallery show, and from that gallery, my paintings began to sell, gaining international acclaim. I became known as a visionary, an artist whose work touched hearts and challenged perceptions. My name appeared in magazines, my art collected by curators, and I finally felt a deep, exultant victory, the kind that comes only after relentless perseverance. But the most profound moment was yet to come. I returned home after years of success, the weight of their words finally lifted. I wanted to see how they'd changed, if they'd somehow grown. I stepped into the house I'd once known, the same old walls, the familiar scent of burnt coffee lingering in the air. They were visibly uncomfortable, as if my presence threatened the illusion they'd built about who I was. That evening, I invited them to see my latest exhibition, an exclusive preview of my newest collection. I watched their faces as they entered the gallery. Their eyes flicked across the paintings, vivid, daring, unapologetic. The silence stretched long and heavy until my mother's hand slowly rose to her mouth, trying to hide the trembling. My father's jaw tightened, and my brother's eyes widened in disbelief. Then I led them to what I had kept secret, the pièce de résistance, a massive mural I'd painted on one wall, a story of struggle and triumph, of breaking free from chains. It was a self-portrait of sorts, eyes piercing, hands clenched in determination. I watched as they took in the imagery, the scars of rejection, the fire of obsession, the victory of perseverance. Their faces, once full of contempt, now reflected something else, awe tinged with regret. "Do you see now?" I asked softly. "All those years of your doubt, your ridicule, they only fueled my fire. I didn't become a painter despite your words. I became one because I refused to let you define my worth. My success is not just mine. It's a testament to what happens when you believe in yourself, even when everyone else is telling you not to." The silence that followed was deafening. Mom's eyes shimmered with unshed. Dad looked away, his jaw clenched. Their pride and shame tangled up in a single moment. My brother finally nodded, a flicker of respect replacing his earlier contempt. I turned to leave, a quiet sense of peace settling over me, knowing that I had rewritten my story, and in doing so, had forced them to confront theirs. Walking away from that gallery, I understood something profound. Success isn't just measured in fame or money, but in the courage to pursue one's truth despite all. I had proved that even the most vicious doubts can be transformed into a monument of perseverance, and that karma's ledger is unforgiving but just. Every cruel word, every doubting glance had only sharpened my resolve, leading me to this moment, where I stand victorious, not just as an artist, but as a testament to the indomitable spirit that refuses to be broken. Their mockery had been a dark chapter, but it was also the catalyst that forced me to become who I was truly meant to be. I hope they remember that, because in the end, the greatest triumph isn't just making it big. It's the dignity of standing tall, knowing you turned the hatred into your greatest strength. And as I look at my paintings now, I know I've finally shown them and everyone what it means to chase a dream with every fiber of your soul. Success is sweetest when it's born from relentless belief, and I am living proof that no matter how brutal the shadows, the light within us will always find a way to shine through.